Hey busy bees, it's Justine here. So a lot has been happening, a lot has been going on, getting ready for this tack. So if you haven't already seen it, I went to Jacksonville for New Year's Eve and for New Year's with my husband and daughter, and as a memorial we released my daughter's ashes into the ocean in Fernandina Beach. And I have that video up as well if you want to see that. The link will be in the description below. But now the journey begins. So I just wanted to go over how I even decided to choose Dr. Estape, because I know in my miscarriage story, if you have not seen that, the link is in the description below as well. But I did go about how I was going with Dr. Estape and how he came highly recommended. But it was one lady on the Abby Loopers page, and she's from Orlando, and she just I looked up his name, and I was asking around on the page, and she was like, Dr. Estape, Dr. Estape, he's amazing, yada yada. So I looked it up in the search, and I'm seeing all these great things about him, and I looked him up online. There's amazing reviews and amazing success rates, and just everything was amazing. So I'm like, he's in Miami, that's perfect, because I thought I was gonna have to travel to Chicago to Dr. Haney, which I had no problem doing. But I wanted to stay local, but I didn't want to stay local just because I needed to stay local. I wanted to be with someone who was amazing. So thank God that I have one down here, because it's very rare to actually have a tack surgeon in your location for some reason, or a credible one at that. So I chose Dr. Estape, and we went to Naples. I called, I got a consultation date in, I think it was November. Was it November or October? I can't even remember. I just know that I got a consultation date. He only accepts in-person consultations. So we drove to Naples, Florida, because that was the soonest consultation I can get. He has office in Miami as well as in Naples, and I just was so anxious. Like, the sooner I get a consultation with you, the sooner I'm able to book my surgery. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to drive those 2 hours to Naples because I am anxious to get the surgery. I'm ready to get the surgery. So he was amazing, on point, no delay with my appointment. We drove there. It was a wonderful drive. We got there on time. It was very efficient. His staff is efficient. And I went to the back. He came, he asked me questions, about my daughter and her labor and delivery. And he's like, clearly the damage could have been done during that labor and delivery. But anywho, he approved me for the tack, because he's like, don't even worry about it. Just let's go book your surgery, And I'm just like, oh my gosh. The whole time I was just like crapping bricks, because I was literally like, do I have to convince this doctor? Do I have to convince him to believe me that I need this tack? Not having a failed transvaginal cerclage, going straight from a loss, learning about IC, incompetent cervix, and then going straight to a tack, which is what I wanted. I just don't want to play games. I feel like once I know the issue, I want the best of the best. And a lot of women, a transvaginal cerclage is successful to them, which is totally fine. It's just, I'm just like, I cannot risk that again. I can't hope that I make it to viability. I want to make it full term. I don't want to be on bed rest. I don't want to be afraid to poop or pee or get up or walk or sneeze because you think that the baby's just gonna fall out of you. I'm just gonna be very blunt, because that's what happened with me. I just stood up and I felt the drop, and that's it. Like, I don't want to be at the stitch, tearing at the stitch and dilating you know, and the stitch is the only thing that's holding me. Hoping that I don't get an infection in the stitches and all of that. Like, I don't, and this is just my opinion, but I don't see why I would want to get that if I can get a Transabdominal Cerclage that has amazing success rates, 99 percentile success rates of full-term pregnancies. So, and the only reason why it's 99 in Dr. Estape's, I believe Dr. Estape's study, but the only reason why it's 99 is because one of the ladies had a miscarriage, and it had nothing to do with the tack. She just had other pregnancy related issues. So yeah, a lot of people may think it's invasive, like my OB. When I told her, she was like, you need a transvaginal cerclage. And I'm like, I did my research. I don't want that cerclage. I want a transabdominal. She thought it was invasive, but she understood where I was coming from. She was like, look, I get what you're saying. Like, you're not even trying no games. You're not trying to risk it. You just like, whatever I got to do. If it's invasive, it's going to be invasive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not care. If it's an option out there for me to have the ability to carry a full-term pregnancy, I'm on that operating table tomorrow. That's how I felt. And she's like, look, go find a surgeon. If you can find them, get it. And then when you get pregnant, I'll see you when you're pregnant. And she was very supportive of that with me. So yeah, I found him and I got the consultation. Now today is, I just want to give y'all some update too. I had my surgery covered at 100%, and I was supposed to originally get it in December, but because the operating room was closed for 2 weeks due to the holiday, it was moved to January, and my insurance started again, and it wasn't covered at 100%, which kind of bothered me. Excuse me, kind of bothered me, but God is so good, and He allowed me to have the money at that time to pay the 50% and to do the payment or whatever the case may have been, because it was so unexpected. I didn't know I would even have to come out of pocket. I was literally on my way to get on a cruise, like the morning of. So it was so unexpected, and I just was like, I have to pay this because it's going to ruin my trip. Just thinking like, what if, you know? And I'm like, I came this far to get this surgery. I'm getting this surgery. So I paid for it. And my husband and I paid for it. And it's set. So today is January the 9th. It's about 2 p.m. Almost 2 p.m. And I just got the phone call from the hospital. I think it's called Physicians Regional. I'm not sure, but I think I had the address from the pre-op paperwork that they sent me. But I just got the phone call, and it was a man. He told me to be at the hospital at 10:30 to come to the outpatient center. I think he said it's exit 101. He just was letting me know, turn right, yada yada. The hospital's on the left. And I'm like, okay, perfect, because my daughter, she's in preschool, and I thought my dad was going to have to take her to school, because I thought they was going to say be there at like 6 in the morning or something like that. And in order to be there at 6, I have to leave at 4. So I was like, oh, that's not going to work, but it's going to work fine now. We're going to wake up at 6:30. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to get her dressed, have her at school at 7 o'clock. No later than 7:30, 7:45. And open the door, Mama. Please. Please, Mama. Please, Mama. Please, Mama. Okay, wait a minute. She just said, and walked off. Oh my gosh. It's like she knows I'm talking about her. So that's Nathala Angel Marie Brown. That's my daughter. So I'm gonna have her to school by 7:30, and then we're gonna get on the road by 8, and we should get there at 10. Park, give us some time to walk in. We'll be in there exactly at 10:30. And they told me no lotions, do not drink or eat anything past midnight, do not drink or anything in the morning. I'm okay with that because I don't really eat, like I haven't even eaten or drinking anything right now, and it's 2 o'clock. But I don't know, every time when you tell me not to, all of a sudden I get hungry and thirsty. So I'm gonna eat and drink while I can. So I'll be up till midnight tonight because I'm a thirsty, like I get really thirsty. Anyway, so no lotions, no creams, no perfumes, no jewelry, no contacts, all of that. And I thought I was gonna have to get some kind of like that brown antibacterial stuff to bathe in, because that's what it said on my pre-op paper, but I never got that. So I think that it doesn't matter to me. A lot of the women on the Abby Loopers page on Facebook told me, they said to have gas eggs and to have stool softeners. Now he said not to take anything or drink anything, so I was going to take it the day of, but I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to have to take it after surgery. So I'll just have some I'll ask them, can they give me a stool softener after surgery, and I'll just take some Gas X or something when I get home, or I have it in the car. But after surgery, before I leave to go home, I'm going to ask them to give me a dose of medicine, because I won't have my medicine until I pick it up from my pharmacy. So I'm going to ask them to give me some medicine and some stool softeners and stuff like that, so it can kind of help me out for this drive. And they said to bring something comfy. So what I'm going to bring is going to be 2 pillows. 1 pillow for my stomach to just hold pressure up against it, or just to hold it in for bumps and things like that while we're driving. A pillow for my head, a blanket, some bedroom shoes to just slip on after surgery, a comfy dress. I already said the Gas X and the stool softeners, that's a iffy if I'm going to bring it or not, but I am going to have it on deck at home. And they also said stay on top of your pain pills, pain meds. I'm going to do that because I'm not trying to be in no pain if I don't have to. And also, I'm going to bring like a pair of extra pajamas, which I probably won't even need, but I'm going to bring it just in case, because I don't know, sometimes they go in there, like the doctors, they may go in and they might see like a fibroid or something or whatever, and they may try to take it out. I pray that they don't have anything they need to take out on my end, because I do want to try to start trying to conceive as soon as possible. Like January, after this January cycle, I'm definitely on the roll with TTCing. So that works out perfectly. And what else? I'm bringing some pads, because I don't got time for those big old doggy pads. Like, they're good after labor and delivery, but if it's not really anything, they can get kind of uncomfortable. So I'm gonna just bring some pads and try to find the most comfortable granny panties I can in my room. I'm gonna try to find some. If not, I'm gonna use theirs, their mesh. But lately their mesh been kind of tight on me, so I don't know. I don't know if it's just the size that they think I am and they get the wrong size, but anyway. So I'm bringing pads, all that, and I'll show you all tonight what I'm bringing, what I'm packing. And yeah, I think that's about it. So see y'all in the morning.